Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. Wasn't expecting that. My phone just likes to start now. It says, Ninja, you're ready to film. All right, so guys, we're gonna be talking about some very, very serious things. Please share this video everywhere you can, and the reason why is because this is extremely serious. President just came out, did a press conference, and he said, and I quote, food shortages, as far as food shortages go, they are very real. End quote. The president is telling you what I've been telling you for months and months and months, is to get ready right now, start storing emergency food, buy food, store food. Now to anybody that, I know there's some real smart, alecky kind of person that would go, you're just gonna create a panic. You're an idiot, okay? Because right now, I've said this before, by the time it hits mainstream media, it's too late. And we're gonna cover a story about the bird flu, and it just officially hit mainstream media, okay? I have been telling you guys about this since the first week of December, or the second week, something like that. And we've been tracking this bird flu. It is a very serious, real bird flu. And it blows me away. There's so many people that come on and they'll throw a comment, it's fake. You know what's funny? I did a video about the Antonov, I don't remember the number, of the aircraft, largest aircraft on Earth, or it was. It's just been destroyed. People are like, oh, there's a second one. Well, that's actually being built and it's out of parts, spare parts. So technically the largest aircraft is gone. That was the only one, right? There's another one that's being built out of old spare parts, but the one that flew was destroyed. And I got so much comments on the thing saying, that's fake news, it didn't actually happen. And I go, people are so ingrained now into like, this is fake news, that's fake news, everything's fake news. They can't even tell real news. That is when you know the world is losing their minds. And that is why you go, ooh, now I can see why a great collapse will happen. Because people are losing their minds. That's why they're paying too much for real estate. They're paying too much for NFTs. They're going out there and they're blowing money on things they shouldn't buy that they can't afford, and it's going to come back to pinch them, and it's going to hurt bad. Well, remember when I talked about lumber prices, they were going to collapse, and I said the date was in July because by August, people are going to be caring more about how expensive fuel is getting in food, okay? And that is when both of those started taking off. This is not a story about Russia and Ukraine. That is the scapegoat. I want you to understand, the term, do not let any good crisis go to waste, has been around for centuries, all right? And they are using this, governments all around the world, to try and push off reality, all right? They are hiding things from you, and you need to be ready. And the reason why I want you to be ready, as a part of Ninja Nation, is a nation, a world, a group of human beings, wherever you are on Earth. I don't care what sex you are, who you have sex with. I don't really care about any of that crap. I don't care about any of that. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what color you are. I care about your heart. I want people that understand a little bit more about what's going on than what's right in front of them on whatever screen they're on. And I want them to be able to get ready for the greatest wealth transfer on Earth. And why is it going to be great? Because you're going to make it great. Because you're going to be able to take advantage of it. When everything is collapsed and real estate is low and all this other stuff has gone to crap, and yes, real estate's going to crash. I know, it's people just don't believe it. I want you guys to buy it. I want the meek, the good-hearted people, human beings around the world, to buy up everything they can, and then you become the landlord, and you will become a good landlord. You will care about others. You will be able to help others, and in doing so, you will become insanely wealthy. That is the message of this channel. Now, the food shortages. This is a very real situation. President came out just now and said, this is happening. Now, he put the blame on Russia. You gotta love that. But let's talk about what he's not talking about. And that is a bird flu that is killing millions and millions and millions of chickens and turkeys in our country right now. And guess what? It's only 8 weeks old. It's gonna get worse. To anyone that thinks, oh, we have bird flus all the time, you're right. But don't be an idiot. Let's call a spade a spade. This bird flu is different. It was around once in 2003, the same strand. It is transmittable to humans. However, anything I've seen so far, it hasn't. But it is a very serious strain. And the fact is that what is happening right now is going to decimate our food supply. And I don't care if you don't eat chickens. I don't care if you eat eggs. Guess what? You probably are eating a prepackaged food somewhere that is vital that they have either fresh eggs or powdered eggs. And those big companies don't care how much that egg costs. They're going to be the buyer's last resort, all right? And if you don't eat chicken, you're sitting back, I am a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. Well, guess what's gonna happen? All the people that used to eat chicken, or let's say, I eat beef, I don't eat chicken, they're gonna come for your food next because humans need X amount of food to survive. So if they can't get one thing, they're not gonna go, well, I'm just not gonna eat anymore. Just gonna sit back and starve because I need my chicken and my eggs, and that's all I eat. Eggs, chicken. Sometimes I eat them both at the same time. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna go and find something. They're gonna survive. So it's gonna cause not only the price of your food to go up, but it's gonna cause shortages, all right? That's literally how the world works. Now, going into this bird flu, it hit the mainstream media. Now, I've said this before. By the time it hits mainstream media, it's too late. So here we go. It's official. Economic Ninja had it 4 months early. Now we're on CNBC. I'm going to link the article below. We're just going to talk about a couple things. This is it. Now, I have not even read this article. I never pre-read articles. I just start talking about them. Bird flu cases surge in the U.S. What we know so far. Well, score, CNBC. Well, let's see what you know so far. Federal officials are closely watching a highly lethal type of bird flu that's devastated poultry farms along the East Coast and the Midwest in recent weeks. And just so you know, everybody, I'm not talking to Ninja Nation. I'm talking if you're brand new to this, or you're that guy that wants to put in that smart comment like, I don't eat chicken, doesn't affect me. It hasn't hit the West Coast yet. Okay, so all those numbers, 12.6 million birds killed as of, I don't know, like a week ago. That happened in the first 8 weeks, and it's growing exponentially, and it's only made it as far as the Midwest so far, okay? So, although the risk to humans remains low, which is true, but there is a risk, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said it will monitor people who've been exposed to domestic and wild species infected with H5N1, a highly pathogenic avian influenza virus that spreads easily among birds, okay? Now, I talked to you the other day about, I love doing these videos and then people just cruise up on me. Hey, oh, you know what, a little thing? You notice the cul-de-sac's empty? The encampment's gone. All that was left, ooh, it's a sign, wine line. They're famous now. All that's left is a crack pipe and a old oil stain, so that's good news. It's just funny though. It blows me away. Whenever I start filming, people just jump on in the thing, and then my business partners start calling me. It's like they know something. All right, going back to the bird flu. Sorry, I digress. I have a hard time keeping focused sometimes. It says right now, since February, the H5N1 virus has been detected in commercial and backyard flocks in at least 17 states, according to data from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, making it the worst bird flu outbreak since 2015. But it's not done yet, all right? I don't want people to understand that. I hope it's done. I hope we can end this thing next week. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to get worse. That's why you guys have to prepare. It says back in 2015, when nearly 50 million birds were slaughtered or died, the spread of the disease has largely been blamed on the migration of wild birds flying over domestic flocks and transmitting the virus through their droppings. At this time, no human case of H5N1 have been detected in the United States. CDC spokesperson, blah, 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 said based on past experience with earlier H5N1 bird flu viruses and what is known about this group of viruses from existing epidemiology, ninja with big words, it's a really big word, oh my gosh. And I'm still gonna post this thing. I could care less what people think about my pronunciation. Not even gonna say the word. Believes that the health risk to the general public is low. Okay, well, there's the real thing. We're gonna stop this before the ninja encounters any big words. Good news, doesn't take let me see. I don't need to learn how to read, write, or math to become successful and have lots of money. That's the good news. That's the news for all of you guys, okay? For everyone that's like, I was horrible in school, don't worry, there's lots of hope for you, all right? So the facts are, this is coming at a horrible time. We've already seen 12.6 million birds killed. It's in the first 8 weeks. And we are talking about a situation where we are having this, and it's not done yet. It hasn't even hit the full coast, right? The whole nation. It's coming at massive food inflation, and we're seeing massive shortages all around because of the supply chain breakdown, okay? And we also have uprisings of people right now that are starting, they're brewing. You know, you're starting to see people getting stressed out, frustrated. The weather is changing, so there could be some interesting things with political stuff and, how am I saying this properly is not to you know, people riot and they protest in good weather. So let's just put it there. Let's leave it there. And so I want people to understand that this is the day now to store food. This is very, very serious. I cannot stress that enough. Now, if you need a guide, I look at storing at least 6 months of food. But at this point, if you could store a year's worth of food, why wouldn't you? You're literally going to save money because inflation is going to get worse because the Fed is not going to act fast enough. And they're doing that on purpose so that you can feel the squeeze. Because if you feel squeezed enough, you'll do whatever they say. All right, guys, that being said, I'm going to link the story below. Thank you so much to everybody. Have a great day. Sense the sarcasm, because sometimes, I know it's the lowest form of humor, but it's the only way the ninja can get through the day. That being said, guys, the Economic Ninja is out.